Hi guys, welcome to Halloween episode of DrawIT series, and this time we are working on Pumpkin Ripper. This was a live Twitch stream and because of that the resolution is a bit lower than usual. No matter, we will try and learn something new here. So let's get right into it. First thing that I did is just small indication of 1 point perspective and tried with a sketch which at first didn't work out so well, but as I was drawing it I was progressing to somewhat good composition that worked quite nicely. This should be done in 3 hours of Twitch stream, so I didn't waste my time, and as soon as I got an okay looking sketch I started on next step.
Hi peeps, while sketching be free to adapt and change your drawing to ensure that final result will be satisfying. If you don't like current sketch, just abandon it and start on another one. It is very hard to fix major composition mistakes later, and bad composition at this stage can give you many problems later, so prepare your sketch well.
You don't always start with the same steps as you did in previous work.
Well, not always. I often experiment and try anything I can think of to enhance my work, but some things are always present, such as fundamentals. We already talked about those, so we'll skip it this time. You can check some basic things about fundamentals on my previous videos, but for this one I didn't want to make it super precise or use any of the techniques as in Tristana fanart video. I wanted to start black and white, add colors and paint it only with basic chalk brush, while on Tristana I used ambient occlusion technique and colored her separately. One of the reasons doing this technique is 3 hours that I had in mind to finish this image, as it is faster than what I usually do, and it was quite a challenge. Whole image is on one layer, forgot to mention. At the end, post-production effects are on separate layers. I like to keep them separate so they can be changed easily. After Twitch stream you see here, I wasn't satisfied with some things like skit positioning, and that was changed. Image was cleaned and polished a bit, another few hours invested in it, and the finished image you will see at the end of this video. It looked like it was going from camera instead of going into it, and that looked strange and needed to be fixed. Same for the hand that is holding pumpkin. It wasn't near enough to the camera position, and as such it would broke perspective. I adjusted that by bringing hand closer to the camera, simply enlarging the said pumpkin ripper's hand.
What was the idea behind colors in this picture?
From start, I wanted to be dark. We are doing Halloween Pumpkin Reaper, so how could we put it in broad daylight with daisies all around? So blues, greens, purple colors are going into background as sky and fog, and brown and orange for the character, thus making it a tetradic color scheme and making nice contrast between the background and Reaper. For background, I wanted somehow a haunted pumpkin field through which Reaper is finding his victims.
Remember, tetradic.
Oh, I remember.
What?
As I was saying, remember that tetradic scheme is one of the major schemes artists use for their paintings, and I will throw it here for a quick reminder.
After working on shapes and colors, detailing and designing of the Reaper begins. I already had some vision of it while sketching and only enhanced a bit this time, bringing out the light behind his head in the hoodie and making chest more visible. Where main light hits, it is not strong as main focal point of the head of the Reaper. Of course, I was aware of moonlight which would struck his left side too, and added it accordingly. I wanted bright orange for pumpkin heads, trying to make it pop out from the cold surroundings. One mistake that I made and later fixed in finished pictures is that brighten up the pumpkin in the hand so much it had the same values as Reaper's head, which is not good because eyes would go from Reaper to the head in hand and not the other way around.
Always check your values. Don't forget to use black filled layer set on saturation. Also, flipping page will help you refresh your eyes and see it in different perspective, and possibly help you find mistakes. Be sure nothing is leading eye from your focal point and you'll be fine.
And that will be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Like, subscribe or not, and see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.